Really not that we should feel sorry for Bama OC Lane Kiffin. He's young, good looking, leads the offense of America's top ranked team, but he makes $1.4 million a year. But the options surrounding his next move seem to be fading. Jake Coker, 3 months ago, we didn't know if he'd be the starter, and here he is. Let's go to the tape as last night. The Georgia Dome in Atlanta. Rick Karle here talking up the national semifinal set for Saturday at 2 o'clock. So despite the fact you see this stuff, it was played in 2016. Nick Saban wins the national championship for 2015. There, we've got that straight.
Yeah, there you go. Oh,
baby. Selling this up there. They sent me some samples called Fuzzy Balls Cologne. Tomorrow's the start of turkey season. You know, hunters out there. Stay with us over the course of the next hour, so here we go. You ready? How about the Pelham Panthers? You saw the Panther cheerleaders from a different school. How about Pelham taking on Ben Russell? You know, a guy named Terrell Owens used to go to Ben Russell, and he was pretty good as far as I'm concerned. First play from scrimmage. Look at a sideline standout play for Ben Russell. Quarterback Timmy Lawson. 80 yards against the porous Pelham defense.
Mama, take this bag, shop for me. I can't use it anymore.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, an American Idol winner will join us in just a few minutes as well. I talked to Dabo Sweeney after the game. He said, look, we thought we could have won the game, but we couldn't slow down the tight end. Tell me what you're thinking right now.
Well, I mean, disappointed, obviously. I thought that we were good enough to win.
Just keep on plugging away and great things happen.
Resilience, I guess, would be the term
Yeah, exactly, man. We got a lot of guys that can make plays.
What would you tell Gus Malzahn to tell his players from here on out?
I have a winning temperament. I know how to win.
But Nick Saban's been known to get antsy as well, sir.
There's a person with a temperament that's got a problem.
Still, would either of you like to have Nick Saban over for dinner?
Woo, okay.
You still get a lot of reaction about that, Nick?
Sometimes, but, you know, the players did a great job of executing it. And
Barkley has made his official stand on Bama football coach Nick Saban.
would love to invite him to Cuba with me. You know.
Good golf courses down there.
We're not playing golf. I'm going to try to get him to Guantanamo Bay and get him stuck there.
J.P. Dice took 30 seconds of my sports time.
How dare he?
That was ugly. Take a look.
How dare he?
Oh, see? Okay. It was not just. So, Serena Williams of Team USA eliminated in singles play.
Just watching Serena towel off is an awesome deal.
That aside, we go back to soccer. Denmark about to take penalty kick number 3 against Sterling. Surprising, this goalie is still in the game.
Bam! Right in the face again.
So you are unaware of which candidate leads in these polls?
I don't really know.
To one of your challengers, Donald Trump, your thoughts on the people who are running his campaign?
I don't care who they are.
You are aware of some of his controversial statements.
I think that's all part of his psychological disposition.
You know, Auburn couldn't stop our Darius Stewart much either. You know, the pride of Fultondale, man, what a day. But I didn't know she has this talent. Look at this, after the SEC championship game. Turn this up really nice and loud. Let's listen. Besides Huskies, what do Washington fans call their players?
What do Washington?
What?
Awful.
Awful.
Yes,
Yeah.
awful.
You might have seen this. Chris Jones at the NFL Combine falls during the 40, and I think something fell out along the way. I had to tuck it back in there. Clay Chalkville and Mountain Brook escaping our 2 games of the week. Welcome in, Rick Karle, along with the Oxford Flash, J.J. Pruitt, and we are so glad that you and your family members can join us for our 28th season of The Big Show. Talk about 2 beautiful men. Tommy Jackson and Roger Schultz joining us. Hey, it's November, gentlemen.
I represent that remark.
You're looking good.
I do feel beautiful.
Yeah.
You love the defensive linemen on this Alabama team, and when we talk about the Jackson 5 today, I know, but you know, from an Auburn perspective, we know what your answer is.
Kiss the
hog! Kiss the hog! Come on, kiss it! You've kissed worse.
It got you in the left cheek, right? The left side of your face, Ashley?
Yeah, left cheek. So I think at the last minute I turned my head, but 2 inches to the right I probably would have broken my nose.
Oh, well, that would have been.
You would have done the Marsha Brady then.
Yeah.
Like Steve Harvey here just yesterday.
Right.
Somebody had to ask him about Miss Universe, right? We'll be back after the break. Is there any place you go that somebody doesn't ask you about you know what?
About Miss Universe? Yeah, that a lot of people ain't got past that. I've been past that.
Speeds, tattoos, umbrellas in the works. But Graham, 2 practice sessions today. We got the video of you, 6 overall. Tell me how you look.
Yeah, it was a good day, I think.
Can you give us a round?
I'm looking to send him to UAB Hospital to take a visit there as well.
Well, man, I'm glad you gave a heads up to the UAB hospital folks. The moment of his life had arrived.
You get a flashback of the whole time he's been wrestling. So it was very emotional.
It was a slow motion type thing, very dramatic.
What possibly could a young man learn from such tragedy? April 27th, 2011. An Alabama football star couldn't hang on. His girlfriend, Ashley Harrison, would be swept from his arms.
I spent 5 days in the hospital, and during those 5 days, I made a decision that I was going to buy in that this was a part of God's plan.
12 years after being diagnosed with mouth and throat cancer, our state's Heisman winner, the man they call the Moses of Auburn football, keeps on fighting.
It's like a roller coaster in that some days you feel like you're up on top, and then all of a sudden you feel like you're down in the valley.
Your sports with Wbrc FOX6 sports director Rick Karle.
You know, high school round balls everywhere this week at Hoover. The Big Orange Classic held the semifinal game today. The Bucks facing Huffman, and here comes Hoover behind Ebony Williams. Vikings are really tough on the girls and boys side. There's Connie Clark doing her thing, but too much Hoover today. Maya Kimber will hit coming up. The Bucks won this semifinal game 59-37. They won tonight's championship game to win the Big Orange Classic at Hoover. Welcome in. If you're excited about the holiday weekend, think of the Tide and Tiger football players. They are ecstatic. They now get a short Christmas break before heading to their bowl sites early next week. Now, let's face it. In order to have success in these games, it's imperative the guys come back from their breaks primed and ready. They got to go easy on the sweets. The Tigers to New Orleans Tuesday, the Tide to Atlanta Monday. These guys are too close to the promised land to goof around this weekend.
I've seen that a lot this season from our team. Everybody's came back. We're going full speed, trying to get in shape. We're back to that now. And you know, last year I think that's what happened to us. You know, everyone attacked at full speed. We're ready to play the game, a lot of energy, and that's what I see this season.
The Crimson Tide worked for a short time this morning and broke for a short vacation. Both Saban and Malzahn very happy with what they see. Those long breaks really help the guys get over some of those bumps and bruises. So what a day it's been at North Alabama, where Lions fans are yelling, "What are you talking about, Willis?" Chris Willis introduced today the new football coach at UNA, who replaced the retiring Bobby Wallace. Chris has been a longtime defensive coordinator there, worked with Terry Bowden, Hudspeth, the list goes on. Congratulations to him and the family. Well, how about the championship game of the Steel City Invitational today at Sanford? Mountain Brook and Huffman. The Vikings were leading with 3 seconds left when Ben McCool hit the tray to send it to overtime. And in the overtime, it's Huffman still playing tough. Myrie and Jones lighting it up for 27. With the Vikes and the Spartans, their first loss of the year. No. Trendon Watford, the MVP, 19 points, 69-64. Mountain Brook, Buckyball stays unbeaten.
Feels better than being 13-1. I know that much. So I told our guys, I said we could have played better. There's some things we could have done, getting to some loose balls off rebounds. We could have done better, but I promise you, you'll feel better correcting that over these next 2 days off than it would be if we lost that one.
So the top-ranked Spartans win the Steel City Invitational for the first time. Both teams going deep into the playoffs. You just wait and see. You know, when Scott Padgett played for the Kentucky Wildcats years ago, he hit 39% of his three-point tries, and I bet he was a forward, so we're going to cut him some slack. Tonight, Coach Scott of the Sanford Bulldogs hosted Florida A&M. The Bulldogs lit it up from three-point land. First, Alex Thompson with a basic jumper. Josh Sharkey, Justin Hopkins turned it up as well. Each had 12 points for Coach Scott. Here's Sharkey with a hoop. But that three-point shooting was superb. Tristan Chambers hit 6 trays tonight, and all the team had 11 of them. Sanford beat Sharia Harris's alma mater 83-63. SU's 8-4. The Rattlers have lost 9 in a row. And to Athens, Georgia, Mike Morris and the Sanford women out of the Southern Conference would steal one from SEC-powered Georgia. Hannah Nichols, 13 points. Her teammate Katie Allen with 13. The leading scorer for the Dogs in Athens, Sam Fitzgerald, a couple over 14. Sanford beats the Georgia Bulldogs 65-59. Auburn lost to Tulane tonight 61-59 on the women's side. Congrats to all the winners. That's it for now. We're back after the break. Don't go to bed yet.